Hey fellow Nintendo enthusiasts, Jason here with another product review for you guys. So LighTake sent us this Wii Classic Pro controller for us to review. This isn't a paid sponsorship, no money was accepted in this transaction. They simply sent us the controller and asked that we do an honest review of what we think. So I also have the first party Wii Classic Pro controller here from Shane from Re-Res. He lent this to me so that I could actually complete this review and compare the two controllers side by side and see if there really was any difference. So one thing you will notice in the close-up shots is there's a little bit of damage in LighTake's version. This, I assume, was done when it was mailed to me because it came in an envelope. The packaging was a little bit torn, and you can see here that basically the analog stick got kind of rubbed off a little or got some damage on it, and there's a few scratches on it. Overall, nothing that would make the controller not work, but just to let you guys know, it's not from me playing that I destroyed this controller. So at a first glance, if you look at the two controllers side by side, and I'm gonna do a zoom in here so that you guys actually have a better view of them. The two controllers are practically identical. The cord length is just as long. The size is pretty similar to the two. Everything about these is very much similar when you look at them, aside the first party one actually having the Wii logo on it and the third party from LighTake not having anything on it. It does feel a little bit lighter. I tried to find some spec sheets to actually see if there was a difference, but there isn't. The difference isn't that much, but I do feel that when I was gaming that the first party one did have a little bit more weight to it, which I prefer. So now I played two games to test out these controllers. Smash Brothers Brawl was one of them, and then the other one I used Super Mario World on the Virtual Console. So in Smash Brothers Brawl, obviously you use the analog sticks. Both controllers worked very well. They were very similar. I did feel that the first party controller had a little bit more stiffness in the analog stick, which I prefer. It just felt a little bit more responsive because of that stiffness, whereas the one from LighTake feels looser. It just doesn't feel as resistive when you push on it. Personally, I don't like that as much. Again, this is a very small nuance, but you do feel it when you're playing a game like Brawl. Otherwise, the rest of the buttons are pretty similar too. I do feel that the shoulder have that they have a cheaper sounding feel to them. I don't know if you can hear that. You can kind of hear that compared to this, which is... So the one from LighTake is a little bit louder. Again, I don't think that'll really affect your gameplay. Now, where I really saw a huge difference is when I played Super Mario World. So I was playing Super Mario World with the D-pad and obviously the buttons. The D-pad is super stiff on the LighTake, and I honestly don't know how long it would take for this to loosen up. But I played, after one level, seriously, my thumb was annoyed. I was not enjoying pushing so hard on the D-pad just to get Mario to do some basic movements, whereas the first party one from Nintendo is very responsive, very natural. It doesn't really get in the way between the player and the gameplay. So if you're going to be using these controllers to be playing games on the Virtual Console, which use the D-pad, or just using the D-pad in any game, that's something that you should note is, I don't know if the D-pad will actually loosen up with time after you play many hours with it, but the version I have is just way too stiff, and I didn't like that. Otherwise, again, the start plus and minus, you can hear a noticeable difference. This is the third party one. From LighTake, you got that clicking, whereas the first party, big difference in the sound. So the LighTake controller it feels lighter and it makes more noise. If you're using it for Brawl, I think you would be fine with it. Like I said, I didn't really notice anything. Some players might like the looser aspect of the analog sticks. Now, where LighTake it has a huge advantage over the first party controller is a quick look on Amazon. I saw that the first party classic controllers are going for about $20 USD right now, whereas you can pick this one up from LighTake.com. I think they're selling it for $6 USD right now, so it's a way cheaper product. It almost emulates the first party product with some noticeable difference, one being the weight, the noise, and of course that stiffer D-pad. So there you have it. that's the main difference between these two controllers. If you are interested in checking out the LighTake's controller for yourself, I will put a link in the description below, and you can go check it out from there. So that's my review. Let me know what you think if you're going to be picking one of these up. If you've tried any of these controllers, let me know in the comment below. Let your other fellow Nintendo enthusiasts know what you thought, and I'll see you guys next time.